Hey guys, wanted to make a super quick training on Instagram because I know that we all know that building our social media or building our business through social media is the best way if we're going to be working from home because you're at home and your computer's at home and you can bring it with you wherever you go. Especially if you're a traveler like me, building your business through social media is the best. So I know a lot of us are on Facebook. Everybody here is on Facebook, obviously. But I personally have found a lot more people through Instagram. I love Instagram because um, you can find people, each different social media platform has a different way of working. Like Instagram is not the same as Facebook, and how you use it isn't the same. In Instagram, a lot of people have public profiles, and people use hashtags so other people can find them, and you can find people with like-minded interests as you through Instagram just by searching a hashtag. So it's super, super important for you to be using hashtags in your Instagram posts. It's like number one. So what you want to be doing is using at least 30 hashtags in your Instagram posts so people can find you. And what I do is I post them in the comments so that my what I'm talking about isn't drowned out by like a million, well, not a million, but a whole bunch of hashtags. And and people, because that can distract people from the point you're trying to get across. But if you put it in your comments, people can still find you. Um, and then, so instead of doing like hashtag, mom, hashtag fitness, hashtag whatever, writing it out, what I do is I make a little thing in my phone in the notes in the notes section of my phone, and I do all my hashtags there. I wonder if I can show you if you can see. Oh, my screen's cracked. You probably won't be able to. But in my notes section, I have little sections of different topics. Like, let's say I post something about my dogs or nature. Usually, if it's my dogs, it's with nature, and I have all my like nature and traveling and wanderlust sort of hashtags. And I just copy and paste in the comments, and I do it right away because if you don't do it right away, people won't be able to find you. Before, social media used to be different, and or Instagram used to be different than it is now. And that's another thing you need to know is that social media is constantly changing. It's still a very new thing. Instagram is still very new. Um, and so it's growing very fast. So you have to keep up with the times and keep up with what's going on. So it used to be when you would do your hashtags, you could like, let's say you go to a post from like a week ago and you want to bump it up, you would like post the hashtags and then it would show up in those hashtags again. But it doesn't do that anymore. It's only in real time. So you need a hashtag right away. So if people are searching that hashtag, they can find you. And if you, post it later, let's say you do your hashtags an hour later, the chances are people aren't going to see it who are searching that hashtag, especially if it's a busy sort of hashtag. And that's another thing. You want to be brand specific. So you want to be specific to things that are about you. Like you don't want to be hashtagging like hashtag Beachbody, hashtag Shakeology, because there's like 400,000 coaches in the network and everybody's doing that and you're just going to attract other coaches. What you want to do is hashtag your area, like I do hashtag Bend, Oregon, Pacific Northwest, NAID, which is the abbreviation for my dog, Native American Indian dog, dog moms, dogs of Instagram, whatever. Like I do brand specific hashtags, and that's something you want to do. And it's very important that you use Google. Google is the best tool for you to learn how to grow your business and how to use Instagram. You can just Google how do I get more followers on Instagram? What are the popular hashtags on Instagram? What are the let's say mom hashtags? Let's say you want to find more hashtags for moms because you're a mom. You want to do you can Google like top mom hashtags, and then you can search those hashtags to find people as well. Like it's not just for people to find you, it's for you to connect with people who are like you as well. So you want to go through those hashtags and CCQ, which is comment, compliment, and question on people's stuff and get to know them. So that's about the hashtags. And another thing with Instagram, people want to see pretty pictures. Instagram is very much a visual, um, it's a visual thing. So a lot of photographers are good with Instagram, can use Instagram. Um, and so you want to think about that. It needs to be very visually appealing because it's fast. People scroll, and the main thing they see is the photo, right? And now the way it works is like, excuse me, the way it works when you post something and you have a caption, it has a more button. So it only shows like the first 2 or 3 lines of what you're saying, and then people have to click more to read the rest of what you're saying. So it has a very small amount of space that people are going to see of what you're saying right off the bat. So your photo is the main focus of Instagram. So you want to make sure that the photos you're posting are very clear. You want to make sure that they're visually appealing. Natural light is the key. And you don't want it to be like super overworded. You don't want to have like words and things all over your photos. You don't want it to be blurry. You don't want it to have like an ugly filter on it. It needs to be very crisp, clear. And if I ever do write words on my photos, it's very simple, minimalistic, so that the photo and the quality of the photo and the image that I'm posting is is what catches the eye. And then, sometimes I'll write something on there. Like yesterday I wrote "Make yourself proud" on a photo, and the other day I did a photo about what did I do? It was about the Success Club trip to Dominican Republic. Excuse me. And so I did like a small thing, and you can go and look at my Instagram and see how it looks. I never took photography classes. I've never taken visual arts or anything like that. I just learned over time and studying people and what is visually appealing. What you want to do is study those. What you can do is go on Instagram and look at the top posts on Instagram and see what people like and see what's popular and study that. You can study, other people's posts in the network of how they're sharing things and how they're catching attention. If something is speaking to you from somebody's post, and it's an image, think about what it is about that image that makes you feel something, and then replicate it and, practice. It takes practice. It takes, time getting to know what works for you. And what you can also do is go on iconosquare.com, ICONOSQUARE, iconosquare.com. That connects to your Instagram. And that is an amazing tool for you to be able to get the analytics on your posts, on the most commented, on the most likes, see what your most popular posts are, see what your followers are digging, you know what I mean, out of what you're doing. So that's also very helpful. This is your business. And if you're not willing to take the time to study and learn about what you're doing, then, I don't understand that. Because for example, I went to school for 6 years in college and I don't have my degree. I'm not doing, I wouldn't say I wasted time. I really enjoyed college, but, we spend years and years and years of money, tons of money on getting a degree, where a lot of people end up just waitressing, and staying, because a lot of people are servers and while they go to college, and they end up staying in the service industry because they make more money than they do waitress or do in their careers. And some people are willing to do that, but not willing to take the time to grow this business and to learn what it takes to be successful. And this business can give you have the opportunity to grow this into a multi-million-dollar business. So you want to treat it like somebody who is growing a multi-million dollar business and take the time to learn the skills that you need to be successful. And social media is very fun. It's fun, at least for me, what I've experienced is I really enjoy editing photos and video and getting creative like that. It's really fun for me. I've started to really enjoy photography a lot more, and it was something I started getting into before I became a coach, but never really had the chance to really do it. And now I do. My job is to take photos and share stories through visual communication. So you really want to study stuff like that if it's not something you already are aware of and familiar with and comfortable with. You want to keep honing in your skills and um, learning how you can best and most efficiently share your story. So um, yeah, that's all I have really. I recommend if you need some help like with your photos, like Google it, learn how to take better photos, watch videos on how to take better photos, maybe pick up some books on visual communication. Google how to um, Google what is the best filter on Instagram. Google how to um, take better photos with an iPhone. I also recommend really getting a good phone. You want a phone that has a great camera on it because it's a business expense and you can write it off. Um, that's just a little plug. But yeah, so um, I hope this helps. And I'm sorry I keep getting distracted because it's snowing outside. It's really pretty. Anyway, I hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with your Instagram. So have a great day, guys.